Welcome to NHL Draft Pros. On today's video, we're going to do a scouting report on Michael Brandsegg Nygard. He's one of the top prospects for the 2024 NHL Draft, so we're going to break down some game tape and see what type of player he is. And as always, please subscribe, hit that like button. We are approaching 7,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed yet, can you please do that? I'd really appreciate it. All right, so Michael Brandsegg Nygard, he is from Norway, but he plays in Sweden in the second division. He's 6'1", 198 pounds. He shoots right, and he plays on the wing. If we look at his rankings, NHL Central Scouting has him at number 6 for international skaters. McKeen's has him at 16, TSN Bob McKenzie at 20, Elite Prospects at 14, and Hockey News is the highest on him at number 7 overall. If we check out his stats, last year he had 38 points in 35 games in the U20 Swedish League, the junior league there. And then this year he had 18 points in 41 games. So not bad for an 18-year-old in a men's league. And as always, we are going to break down his skating, his shooting, passing, puck control, compete level, and what he needs to improve upon. All right, so the first thing is skating. And he's a decent skater for sure. He'll move around the ice really well. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that he has that separation speed, but he definitely can hold his own. And I mean, he's still young, so we can give him some time to develop and get stronger and, some power skating and stuff like that. But right here, you can see him take it to the hole. So nice little stride. He is a little hunched over, so his mechanics are a little bit off. He kind of tends to lean a little forward more. But look at this one here. This is the back check. Comes back and supports the play. So he's flat-footed. So he's right at a standstill. And you can see that it doesn't really have that burst speed, the acceleration that some of the players do. But definitely a good skater overall. I mean, he can hold his own. Like I said, he played in a men's league, and here we can see like that when he was making that tight turn, it's kind of a little difficult for him, I guess you could say. You can see right here, so he lags behind a little bit. So the skating needs a little bit of work on. But not bad. Average, I would say. All right, so now the shooting. This is one component of his game that he definitely shines. Got a nice little wrister there. Look at that one. Hello. Nice little sneaky shot there. Sneaky. But definitely he can score from, different array of positions, I guess you could say. So yeah, like that's a nice shot there. I consider him he's a dangerous shooter. He can shoot, and we saw that in the World Juniors. There's the one clip in my other videos that kind of shows him absolutely obliterating a water bottle coming down the wind. And then here's the one-timer alert. I love the one-timers. Boom! Ha! Love the one-timers. When they got that stick up in the air like that, I am ready to drop the old hammer, and here comes boom again. So yeah, he's definitely a shooter. I would consider him above average for shooting, for sure. So that's a nice shot right there. All right, so now the next is passing. He sees the ice well, but I wouldn't consider him a dynamic play creator, I guess you could say. He plays more of a simple game, and you won't see, that flashiness like some of the other prospects in the draft class, especially when we talk about his puck control, his stick handling and stuff like that. He's like a meat and potatoes, blue-collar kind of player. That dependable 200-foot type of player. But look at this one here. He chases down the puck, and you can see how that hunched over skating there, and then dishes it off. So that's a nice little play there. He's always moving. He's really, 3-zone type player. He's engaged in all aspects of the ice, and he's not afraid of the physicality. We'll get into that with the compete component of it. But look at this, nice head up. A little sauce right through there. So that's a nice little dish. We'll give him that one. That's a pretty sweet little pass. And they end up scoring on that one. And then this one here, you can kind of see some of that IQ. So the one-touch anticipation pass there. But like I said, not that flashy, dynamic play creator like the Demidovs and the Celebrinis. All right, so puck control. I'd say that, again, he's coming straight at you. He's not going to make the fancy moves, although in this play here, and then he gets a little shot off, a little scoring chance there. But you can kind of see he's north-south, right? Doesn't have those filthy hands like some of the other guys in this draft. And then here you're going to see same thing. You know what he does is he uses skating well, I guess you could say. And this one here, you see how he uses his body to kind of shield the play there. So nice little passing sequence there due to his stick handling. So again, he protects the puck. He's a pretty big kid. And like I said, doesn't mind the physicality part of it. So he's good at puck protection, using his body to shield players away from the puck. And you'll see it right here. So, he's got this guy draped all over him. And then some nice edge work here. So this is kind of his skating. So he's got some decent edge work right there. But the puck control, he's just kind of making circles and holds his own, I guess you could say. So again, I'd say average. Now to compete, this is where he shines. He's a kind of like a power forward type prospect, and he plays a pro style game already. He's responsible in all three zones. So look at this one. He's chasing down pucks, and then they get the scoring chance based on that. So you can see here, this is another one where he'll hunt it down, he'll track it, take the body. He won't give up on the play. Look at this. Uses his body to fight off the player there, and then a nice little poke check there. And they end up keeping it in because that actually went out of play. So same thing here. You're going to see some compete. He's crashing the net right there, and then watch this. He's going to back check hard. He's going to back check hard. So this is him back checking at the center ice, and then watch this. Drops this guy right here. Nice check. Wow. All right, so the things that he needs to improve upon. I've talked about a couple of things already. Like I said, this is the puck control, the stick handling, so just kind of loses it. He doesn't, have those smooth hands like some of the other players. I consider him a blue collar type player. He's a middle six. I'd say he's a middle six. Can he hold his own on the top line? For sure, but he's going to need some support. He's not running a line, basically. He's a dependable middle six type NHL player. And you can count on him on all three zones. So same thing again, like, the stick handling, he's not flashy by no means, but got that wicked shot that goes along with it. And then this one here, now I preface by saying that he got smoked before that. So he's a little hesitant on this one right here. He's like, all right, getting rid of the puck here. But that guy had delivered a pretty big hit on him before. But so the things with Michael Brandsegg Nygard is he's really good in all three zones of the ice. He competes hard. He's always skating. He's always working. He doesn't mind going into the corners, the physical part, going into the dirty areas in the middle of the ice. And his shooting, got a decent shot, above average shot. Can pick the corners and whatnot. What he needs to work on, a little bit of his speed. Like I said, that separation speed's not there, and the acceleration. So those are things you can work on. Puck control, he's not, slick stick handler, I guess you could say. And what's his offensive upside? I'd consider him a middle six type player. He can play on a top line, but more of a, checking role. And ranking wise, I have him mid first, which is respectable. Definitely a good player, and a lot of the analysts have him in that area too. So I think that's where he falls properly, I guess you could say. And that's it. That's all. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.